I know a lot of y'all people looking at this screen and be like, who is that dude dressed up like he a Christmas tree and shit? Don't worry, we finna get into this story. Cause y'all already know this one right here finna be a banger. On April 26, 1967, a giant was born, and he went by the name of Glenn Jacobs. But Glenn wasn't born in the United States. No. He was born in Spain. Also, too, I'm not about to try to pronounce that and sound dumb. Not I. Glenn daddy was in the Air Force, so they traveled a lot. At 17 months, Glenn was born in Spain. They wanted him to be a United citizen. So what did they do? They moved out to Missouri. Moscow. Moscow. At a young age, Glenn started to grow at heights that made him tower over other kids, and he would get picked on a lot. And when I say he got picked on a lot, that's exactly what I mean. This motherfucker was tall, looked like Napoleon Dynamite, but that will all change for Glenn. This woman right here, this woman held the glue for Glenn Jacobs. We just gonna call her Mama Jacobs. She was the truth. As Glenn get older and his body start to develop, he said, you know what? I'm gonna play basketball. I'm gonna play basketball. The man was so good. He was named All East Missouri Conference in both juniors and his senior year in Bowling Green. Averaging 16 points and 12 rebounds. You can't tell me nothing. But then things changed because the football coach was like, well, shit, Glenn, I want you to come over here and play football for us. So he was like, you know what? I'm going to transfer schools and go play football at Northeast Missouri State. I'm going to do it. Well, he ended up getting hurt and was like, why me? But what Kevin Gates said, why not me? I'm built for this. And obviously we can tell this nigga was built for it. So Glenn said, you know what, I've been watching a lot of wrestling. I think I'm gonna get into wrestling. March 1992, Glenn's first match. Y'all see it right there. It was a lot of characters in the WWE. At this time, they just coming out with any type of gimmicks. The trash man, a nigga who skinned alligators, the plumber. Well, also in 1992, they came out with a gimmick for Glenn. And it was for him to be dressed up in a damn Christmas outfit. And it wasn't even no Santa Claus shit. I mean, the shit was so bad. But you know when you ain't got no money in your pocket and you really want to do something in life, you gonna kind of do whatever you need to do. And it was this woman right here who put all of that together. Hell, she made all the Glenn outfits. In comes Jim Cornette. Alright, he was the founder of the Smoky Mountain Wrestling. That was a smaller corporation that developed wrestlers, right? Instead of a 5-star general on my boy head, he only got 4. So that kind of let you know where this is going. Then they was like, you know what? Instead of you being the Christmas dude, why don't you be the Unabomb? And so in 1995, the Unabomb was born. That motherfucker came out there with a hockey mad bit. That nigga didn't speak. I'm talking about it. We ain't know what this was gonna bring, you feel me? Now the Unabomb had a partner named Al Snow. Al Snow and the Unabomb will become tag team partners, destroying shit. And the Unabomb somewhat trying to find himself within this character. Well, August 4th, 1995, right? Super Bowl of Wrestling. That's what they called it back in the day. Y'all already know who that is. That's The Undertaker. Well, him and Glenn faced off. Battle of the Giants type shit. Goliath versus Goliath. And we already know who won. The Undertaker. But it wasn't about that. It was about the meeting. It was about the, oh, okay, this guy actually has talent. JR, aka Mr. Jim Ross, been seeing Glenn Jacobs way back when he was playing football and basketball. Okay? He been knowing about this guy. So he told Mr. McMahon, let's bring this dude in right now. Mr. McMahon said, all right, I got a name for him. Isaac Yankem. But what's Isaac Yankem? Well, you gonna be a dentist with messed up teeth and you gonna kinda, you know. Well, that's what he did. He went in this motherfucker and he was a evil dentist. Mind blowing. July 25th, 1995, King of the Ring, Kiss My Foot match. Jerry the King Lawler had to kiss Bret Hart's foot, uh, not intentionally, not like, ooh, put it in my mouth. Nah, he lost the match, right? Well, Jerry the King Lawler wasn't too fond of this one right here, right? So he recruited Isaac Yankem and made Isaac Yankem beat the dog shit out of Bret Hart. I'm not gonna lie, bruh, it was really sinister as hell. Then comes August 27, 1995, SummerSlam. My boy even got the little things on when you look in their teeth and shit. They were not creative with this one. We all know who he met. The Undertaker. Once again. As a whole nother character. You feel me? First it was the Unabomb. Now it's Isaac Yankem. I mean, these boys were just meant to be. You feel me? And once again, we know what happened. Just keeping it a beat. Well, June 10th, 1996, okay? Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, WCW debut. They had to leave WWF, went to WCW, and it was one of them pivotal moments where two main superstars left your brand at a time where these two companies was fighting for ratings, right? And once again, Mr. McMahon thought, well, why don't we put Glenn Jacobs as the new Diesel and then partner him up with a dude and we gonna make him look like he Razor Ramon. It was cool for a little bit, but people were more like, why you got this man acting like somebody else, bro? Like, we already had that, bro. I mean, yeah, he getting success. He building that swagger up, but he ain't Diesel, fam. Well, that gimmick didn't last long. As you can see here in 1997, he's still Diesel. He's still Diesel. It's just the fact that people wasn't really registering with this right here. If you don't know who this man is right here, this dude had to be one of the greatest managers of all time. Not even gonna hold you, fam. That nigga's storyline was magnificent. In 1997, Kane debuted in the WWF as the Undertaker little brother, and Paul Bearer saved him from burning up in the fire, and he adopted him, and that's his daddy, folks. That man went out to the ring, yanked the damn steel cage off this motherfucker, right? This is how it started when he met Undertaker once again, and this is how it ended. Tombstoning Undertaker ass, left him there laying, and walked off as if he knew he was the shit. Everybody was like, oh shit, wait a minute, nigga. That nigga big as hell and he's scary. And he was just running through shit, bro. Two dudes choke slam at the same time. This should tell you everything you should know. Well, December 22nd, 1997, Monday Night Raw. Kane went back out there to confront Undertaker. Undertaker said, I'm not gonna fight my little brother. And Kane said, no, you gonna have to fight me. Hit him and then proceeds to beat the shit out of Undertaker once again. Whenever you seen this as a little kid, bro, that shit brought chills to your spine. I'm not gonna hold you, because Monday Night Raw, March 30th, 1998, after he done been putting in work, they was like, okay, first ever Inferno match, you and your brother. You know, you had got set on fire as a kid. So fucking let's do it like this. These two dudes, once again, had to be some of the best commentators in life. Because Jerry the King Lawler was like, what you think about to happen? Jim Ross was like, shit, it gonna be hot, boy. And then Jerry done pulled out a goddamn meat marshmallow on a stick with a weenie. Come on, man. Let's just say it was a legendary match. You feel me? I just wanted to put this out there. This one, Undertaker threw Mankind off the top of the ceiling into the announcement table. Kane won the Intercontinental Championship belt because Mankind and Undertaker was supposed to fight. And then Stone Cold came out there. Undertaker hit him with a chair. He started bleeding. Kane got the belt. After all that, the Brothers of Destruction came. And they was whooping shit. April 19th, 2001, them boys won the tag team title belts. Had to be one of the greatest tag teams of all time. Kane had a long and successful WWE career, and he is now in the WWE Hall of Fame. Not only that, this man is the mayor of Knoxville in Tennessee. He went from this to this to this to that and ended up as the Big Red Machine. A career that is defined by perseverance. Kane was the truth. I'm just keeping it a bean, dog. For real, for real.